Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks. You're looking amazing as ever.
We plan out. we saw the.
We're looking holy,
We plan out.
but nobody only passed.
How are you doing, bro?
I'm good. Good to see you, bro.
Nice to see you, man. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mycom podcast. I'm Seun Okinbaloye. On today's episode, it's a special one, very special. This is one of those conversations where we step slightly away from politics and dive into life, art, and legacy. Our guest is a living legend, a man whose voice has shaped generations, crossed borders, broken records, and helped define African pop culture on the global stage. His music tells stories of love, peace, resilience, and hope. He is Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Tubaba to the rest of the world, or Tuface. In this conversation, we take a journey through what shaped his career, dig deep into the business of music, and meet the man behind the melodies. We'll talk about life, love, marriage, fatherhood, the controversies. Yes, we'll go there, and what the future holds. And of course, there is that major collaboration the band recently hinted at on this podcast. And this is a conversation about music, impact, and legacy. Of course, we'll be looking forward to Tuface on the road in Lagos. Those of you living in Lagos, you need to watch out for his live performance coming to the city. Well, let's begin the conversation with the living legend himself, Tuface Idibia.
Yeah.
Tubaba,
That
thanks
was
so much.
amazing.
Good to
That
have
was
you on the
amazing.
podcast.
Nice to be here, man.
You remember that you are the very first guest on this podcast. Can you remember?
Man,
Quite a while, isn't it?
refresh my memory, man.
So it was before the election of
Yes.
2023.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're talking about vote not fight,
Yes.
encouraging
exactly.
youth to go out to vote.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's
Years
interesting
ago.
that the elections are coming again and
Again.
we're here again.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
I've been good, taking it one step at a time.
Yeah.
Just trying to maintain, according to the English.
I was at your your show in Abuja, and I thought that was
Okay.
amazing. That was good.
Thank you.
The energy was great. The legend was back in his element.
Element.
So it was good. How did you?
Thank you.
How do you feel after 25 years doing the same thing, being a legend in the music world?
Wow, it's been overwhelming, plenty ups, plenty downs, but in all, we just give God the glory. You understand? For me, so many memorable times and so many horrible times. So many things have happened that is indescribable for me. But I thank God for everything.
And now you see a lot of younger musicians, and you came in the age where it was cassettes and the digital music
Yeah.
distribution was not there, and piracy was heavy at the
Crazy.
time. But looking back, what would you say was a major memory for you?
The first time I heard my song on the radio
Really?
was mind-blowing. You know that feeling? It's crazy. And then the first time I held a cassette tape that
With
is
your
my
name on it.
music, with my name on it, what I've been seeing since before when I was growing up, I now see it as my own stuff. It was mind-blowing. It was amazing. Plenty of people don't know what cassette be these days. For real. But it's interesting for me to sit here and actually think back and actually think like, wow. So I did cassette, I did CD, and now we're in a digital era. It's mind blowing. It's
Yeah.
it's
It is.
very,
It
very
is. It
interesting.
is. And your first music was
With Plantation Boys.
Plantation Boys.
Yes.
How's your relationship with your folks though?
I mean, we're good, but we've had some one or two issues.
Yeah.
But all in all, we're good. I think everybody's trying to.
I
do
saw
what's best.
your colleague he performed in Abuja.
Yes,
alongside.
Faze was
That's
there.
Face, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Face is good. What about Blackface?
Blackface is a story for another day right now. For me, I've always liked to maintain myself and just respect myself. For whatever reason, so many years, so many accusations, and it's all false. Because I must say that it's it's been all false.
Those stories are not true.
Yeah,
about
but-
the writing of the music,
Yeah.
about the rights, about royalties, and all that.
Yeah, I've always said it that we wrote the song together. He knows this, you know. But what beats my imagination is actually going out there and saying those kind of things. And you know they are false, you know. So it pained me for some time, but, you know, I just had to let it go. You know, we eventually settled out of court, but
But you guys are
I
cool
wasn't still-
personally, but I mean, you don't see yourself doing anything professionally together, do you?
no, I don't.
Should we see Plantation Boys coming back on stage together, just like we'll see Backstreet Boys and Boys to Men?
Nah. I don't see it happening yet.
But do
As I'm speaking to you now, I don't see it happening yet. Yeah.
Do you miss the
personal.
Plantation days? Do you miss it?
Plantation Boy. I mean, definitely.
You miss them days?
We had some very, very wonderful time together, you know. But I've moved on. And for me, they're just memories now. I enjoy them. I learned a whole lot from them. And that's how I just want to keep it.
But you and Face are tight.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
What would you, or who would you say influenced you the most? I'm very sure that there are other things that you could have done outside of music growing up. But who would you say made you to do music, or what made you to go into music eventually?
Wow. My dad had a lot of records at home. So I used to listen
Did
to...
he sing? Does he sing?
No.
You are the only one. You are the only one who sing in your house.
No, my brothers, they do sing as well, you know, but they've not decided to take it
Professional.
Professional, yeah. And it's cool. They're doing fine in their own different areas.
You are the chosen one.
So let's say chosen. I'll be chosen. You know. So growing up, it was music. I've never dreamt of doing anything else. So for me, right from day one, I would say I don't set my mind to do this. And that's what I'm doing.
So your dad played a huge role
Yes.
in that.
Popsy. And then among those records, Bob Marley was the thing that got me. You know, so reggae music, country music, some R&B, some Temptations, some, you know, it was an eclectic collection of music. So I listened to all of these, and it shaped my musical thinking. But Bob Marley was the one that did it for me. Bob Marley.
Wow. So Bob Marley is your hero.
Yeah.
Any day, anytime.
Music, yeah.
Yeah. But you
And
do it.
Bongo Sikwe, I have to mention
Bombo Sikwe, yeah. But your dad, your dad was your inspiration.
I mean,
He was your
you
push
can
somehow.
You can say that, yeah. You can say that.
Where is he?
You know.
Is it?
He's late.
Oh,
late
wow,
now.
he died.
Passed on some years ago.
Oh, wow. Do you miss him?
Of course. Of course. Gentleman.
Wow.
You know.
Is it the man you look like?
I look like my mom, I think. I'm
Okay.
sure that I have both of them in me.
Yeah, a mix of
Yeah.
your dad and your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that your blood is also very sharp. I see your son. This guy is grown.
Yeah, they're
He looks
going fast,
exactly.
man.
If you're not careful, the guy can go into the bank and be exact. He can claim to be innocent. Well,
For real.
yeah, he looks
I
so
swear.
much like you.
I
But does he
swear.
sing?
No, it's trying to go into production, but he's studying medicine, so
Oh,
it was a surprise to me. Like,
but it's interesting. I know that Yankee Entertainment, you and Yankee Entertainment are doing quite a lot. The performance in the show in Abuja was quite good. And I'm hearing that you are also trying to do a lot of sensitization to
Yeah.
the young people about elections, about violence, about the culture and all of that. What's that about? You have something
yeah.
that
There's a
you're
whole lot
working
of
on?
there's plenty movement that we're about to start. The majorest one would be, is that na correct English be that now? The majorest one.
We did hood. So anyone where you say correct.
You know, it's a music against violence campaign, and we intend to do that across the whole country. Hopefully, so if we come out, but for now we're just concentrating on Nigeria. For me, it's the least I can do with the tool that I have. Music is powerful. Music is a very strong tool, you know, and I think we won't do music justice if we don't use it. You know, I mean, it's not everybody that has to sing about non-violence, or not everybody has to go there, but at least make we try, make we make them happen. You know?
So your own agenda is mostly for young people to come out, but not engage in violence, because we imagine the 2027 elections will be very keenly contested. And the younger people who will come out will be 18 at that time. So one will imagine that there is going to be a lot of attention on 2027 election.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, and young people are often used, like you always say. I remember the podcast here in 2022 where you say, if they want to use you, ask them why don't they use their children. I remember, and that's what happened. They use other people's children for violence. The question is, why can't they use their own children for it? So, what would be your major message with respect to 2027 election?
I think the Nigerian youth, the African youth, they have to get involved. You understand what I'm saying? They have to really get involved, because you can't fix something from the outside. You know, you get to engage the system, engage the status quo, and, you know, register for one of the political parties, participate for one of two of their meetings. Just get involved. No matter, it doesn't matter which party you decide to belong to. Well, as long as you have an ideology and it's nation building, just go for it. You know. So for me, I want every youth to understand that power, where they say they don't get, they actually get that. You know, they actually have it.
You once hinted about the possibility of going into politics. Is that dream still alive?
It's definitely alive, but for me, I've always been, how do I put it? I participate for the thing. You know, for over so many years, I spearheaded a campaign called Vote Not Fight. And, you know, we saw some results. You know, at least we didn't solve the whole problem, but at least we helped to sensitize a whole lot of people. And we made them to cooperate and behave themselves during elections. You know, and I think we need to amplify it more. We need to really be very, very grassroots engagement. You know, it goes a long way. We still see pockets of violence here or there, but at least it is reduced greatly. And we just hope to keep reducing it like that till we'll get a near perfect type of situation.
But are we seeing Senator Innocent Idibia? Honorable Innocent Idibia, Governor Innocent Idibia. What exactly are you gunning for?
I would say let's keep our fingers crossed on that.
Are you probably doing in Lagos, or are you doing in Benue? Where do you think you might be?
Okay, right now, last year, my Excellency appointed me as technical advisor. Is you know, it's something that I really I respect that, you know, and I gladly accepted to be part of that. For me, it's to get that space and then try to do something, to contribute something to nation building, to state building. That is what I'm about right now. I say I don't appoint myself. I have appointed myself personally as Nigerian ambassador to everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? So in that light, for me, I just want to be able to, even if it's 1% of change, 1% of contribution to this country, that is where my head is at. That is where my heart is at. So to answer your question, we feel
run out.
Something feel happen. You understand what I'm saying?
So,
you understand what I'm saying?
But you're not a member of the APC.
But my woman right now is a politician.
Oh yeah, Honorable Natasha.
She's doing quite well.
How is she though?
She's good.
Yeah.
She's good. So at least from that angle, would they try to
do your
make
best?
us? They send us small drop of water.
Mind is, yeah.
So we could just contribute small till we are able to do something massive. You know.
But I mean, since you mentioned your wife, Honorable Natasha, well, I like. I mean, there are a lot of stories out there, and there's so many stories. Towards the end of last year, so many stories. But is it true that she doesn't allow you to go out to go for shows?
Man, that is so absurd. You see, the only thing I will say about this is we have this thing now, this phone, this stuff, and we have so many idle people. We have so many people that can just wake up and decide to just say anything. You know what these people thrive on is this saying where they say there's no smoke without fire. So they just don't want to create doubt. They create falsehood. There's so many fake news. There's so many falsehood. There's nobody in this world that, be it brother and sister, be it mother and father, be it husband and wife, be it whatever, where once in a while, one or two arguments, I just agree to agree. It happen, you know. And then when people misinterpret stuff like that, you just go online, you just see so many things. So for me, this talk is very absurd, it's crazy. But what can we do? Everybody is hiding behind allegedly.
Allegedly. So it's not true.
So everybody's hiding.
So what's the truth there?
So basically,
have you had a situation where she has stopped you from performing at some shows?
No. There's never been a situation. I did how many shows last year? I was going out. I was doing stuff. People saw me. You came to my show.
Yeah.
You understand
Where did
what
you
I'm
think
saying?
that was coming from?
It's just, that's what I just said. Like, people with this thing, we work no day, we hunger food in country, we just decide to type or write something just to spark controversy. But, I mean, like you talking from last year to this year, I have entertained people a lot.
Allegedly.
You know, allegedly.
But I mean, they're also...
It's painful, but, you know...
But definitely you've had your disagreements and some down moment of bad times with Honorable Natasha. Because there are...
for this world,
the online, what people saw online on that live video, where they saw you, the spat between both of you, a lot of people thought maybe you both are not good, or you keep fighting, or something was wrong. Can you clear the air on what happened?
I was angry that day. I was angry, and I let my emotions get the best of me. You know, and I want what I want the young boys to understand, so young boys and girls. When you react in anger, sometimes you go regret what you do. You know, so for me, and then make them take them as lesson, make it be lesson to everybody. Say, before you come outside, I can't talk something. You need to check out where I'm first. You know, so for me, it was an unfortunate incident. I let my emotions get the best of me. And that was it. You understand what I'm saying? So, and all this talk is absurd. It's
there are a lot of things that came up. In fact, they talked about you being arrested in the UK. Things happened, that you got into a fisticuff with your wife. There's a whole lot that the marriage is over. Are you still together with Honorable Natasha?
Many things actually get to you sometimes. But all in all, you know, we've try to keep our heads above water and just leave people to just be talking what they are saying. And that's it for me right now. As long as I'm doing what I need to do, we're fine. So to answer your question, we're good.
You've definitely
just relax.
Yeah, you've definitely had some rough times. But what lesson would you say Innocent Idibia can teach, or do you say to younger people about marriage and personal life? As an artist, in managing yourself and managing career, family, and all of that, what would be your biggest lesson to the rest of the world or younger people?
Privacy is very, very golden. You understand what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I'm a musician. Unfortunately, I have how do I put it? I have intentionally revoked my right to privacy by going into music, by putting myself in the spotlight. So for me right now, I could just do it that I sabi do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't really want to be going into all that talk no more. Now the music we want face now and work and to do stuff that matters. You know, it gets annoying sometimes. You know, it gets to you sometimes.
Does that put you under some kind of pressure?
As a human being, you get sometimes something too much. It gets to you. You understand what I'm saying? My bulletproof vest don't weak that.
You said at some
good.
Yeah, at some point that you moved on from your former marriage, and at some point Nigerians will know what exactly really happened. Is that the time for you to say, well, you've moved on right now? Are you able to say to Nigerians what exactly happened?
Yeah, I moved on. I did do my thing, they go.
Are you and Annie good now, or you've moved on?
I'm not going to go into that. with you, yeah.
Well, you said you were going to talk about what really happened.
No. We're not going to enter other one for you now.
But you're good.
Honestly. But we're good.
What about the children? Everyone is good.
I've not been the best daddy, because, you know, I've missed a whole lot of time. I missed a whole lot of things that just because I put myself out there. You know, there's so many things that I wish that, you know, I could rewind and do better. But going forward, shall we try to do better. You know, but they're good, growing amazingly well. Their heads, they get correct head. And I'm proud of them. You know, it's not easy.
In all of
it's not easy, the pressure.
So, and I keep asking you, a lot of people whose faces, whose lives are out there in the public, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
Your life is already out there, and the balance of family and career is always very critical.
It's heavy.
How do you think younger folks can handle family and career and personal life?
You just have to handle it. You understand what I'm saying? There's no blueprint. There's no already made rule on how to do these things. You just have to do your best. You just have to be there
to strike a balance.
You just have to attend to what needs to be attended to. You know, because there's no other way about it. There's no two ways about it. You just have to face what you need to face.
But in your life journey, how crucial has family been to you?
It's important.
Your mom, your dad, your siblings.
As long as there's love and understanding, it's always nice to have. It's nice to have people that got your back, that look out for you. You know, and you do the same. So for me, like I said earlier, you just have to face what you need to face. You know, you do what you're supposed to do.
Let me take you back to music, Tubaba.
Okay.
What do you see yourself, or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Wow. In the next 5 years, I won't. Again, what I want to answer, but
what was that?
But basically, in the next 5 years, music is still my majorest forte. You know, but definitely I want to really, really work on contributing, of making something meaningful happen in Nigeria, of contributing my own little quota of what I can contribute to help this country, to make any space that I am a better place than I found it. You know, and like I always say, it's now small things, they add up to make big things happen. So for me, any small thing that I do, there's a whole lot of projects that are coming up that, how do I describe this thing now? Shit. How I want to describe it? I'm lost.
The things that you're working on?
Yeah. You know, to make life easy for one or two people. You know, the motto of my foundation be that, you know, service to humanity. You know. But I'm going to let you know those things.
Yeah, that would be good.
I'll let you know those things.
So, for those of us who, your first album, and the role African Queen played Not only in Nigerian music, globally.
Yeah.
I mean, that put Nigerian music on the global map. I like to know too about, out of all your songs, which one would you say is your best or your most favorite or your favorite song?
Wow. I get asked this question a lot.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Stop scrolling. In fact, stop whatever you are doing and come closer. Do you live abroad? Do you send money to Niger? Then you need to hear this. You can now send money to Niger at zero transfer fees. Use the promo code on your screen to receive cash back on your first qualifying transaction.
Up to today, I still don't know which one is my favorite song.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Not even African Queen?
Up to today.
Not even Imbawa?
I'm telling you, it's a very tough one for me. You know.
But if you have temper,
I sift through all the songs.
yeah.
And I sincerely would say that I don't know which one I'll pinpoint as my favorite.
Which of your song would you say made you blow? Like blow? You know, as an artist, you may be popular.
Of course, it was African Queen that made it happen.
So without African Queen, maybe Tuface would not be here today.
Like I always say, that song is a gift and a curse at the same time.
Really?
Because
Why?
I got many songs. I got many jams. If you go back and even new ones, you know. But somehow people they stuck to that one, you know. I know many people that African Queen is not even on the top 10 of my songs that they like. I know many people that African Queen is the least. They don't even, because they feel the other ones pass. So for me, that song did it. Yeah, I mean, that's the one.
I have my favorite. I can't stop listening to your
That's the one.
remix with Benny Man. Yeah, I mean, maybe because I also a lover of reggae music.
Yeah.
Raga, reggae, any of those genre. For me, any day, anytime, I'm in love with it. And when Benny Man jumped on that song, I thought I've heard Ifne Bauer and I listen. I've heard the best of it, but when he jumped on that song, and I thought, well, this was amazing, and I can't stop listening to it. But which of your songs do you think, if you had 10 performances in the next few weeks, which one do you think you must not go without singing?
It will be As You See Me So.
It has a bit of reggae in it, but
so. It will be that one.
So that's
like I did reflect on myself for that one. You know, that's the basic principle of my. It's more or less like a philosophy of mine. That song says it all. You know, so see me as your brother. Just gonna say we're different in our own different ways.
So Tuface is charming to look at. Tuface is talented, and that has brought you a lot of trouble. Girls will come at and you. I mean, what was that like?
Wow. Amazing. Stressful. Blessing. Curse. These are the words that I will use to describe what it's like. You know, easy, man.
But tell me about this debate, and I sincerely want to get your view. Okay. This contestation, which I think is unnecessary for those of us who literally lived our lives adoring and who understand history, who knows the value of someone like Fela Anikulapo Kuti. And you hear Wizkid being placed side by side with Fela Anikulapo. I don't think that there's any need for comparison of both two. They belong in different generations, and comparing both of them, I think, is unfair. But what do you think about that controversy about comparing a legend like Fela Anikulapo Kuti and Wizkid?
Just like you earlier said, it's ridiculous to start doing something like that. You know, so I don't get work. I'll come Saturday, compare. I'll come Saturday. everybody great on their own terms, on their own level. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I can never be you, Sheung. You can never be me. And it is this simple concept that some people cannot seem to grasp. It's mind-boggling how many people are even actually engaging and precious time to the it for me they're very ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? No two human beings they're the same for this world. And with that concept alone, I don't know why I would now say, oh, Whiskey big pass fella or fella big pass. It's mind-boggling, to be honest with you. So for me, from my own standpoint, is there's nothing to talk about there. Fella is fella. Wizkid is Wizkid. And that's the simple truth that many people just cannot grasp. You know. So for me, it's mind-boggling. It's crazy. It's a joke. You know, there's no basis. There's nothing to talk about.
Fela is a great.
You understand what I'm saying?
And Wizkid is
doing well in his own time and in his own game. You understand? So it's outright. First of all, it's apart from say okay, it's disrespectful self to do that to Fela, you know. But at the same time, it's also unfair on Wizkid to be doing that, because somebody could just vex now. Say, which kind of TV this? Why do you want to compare yourself to, you know? And these talks start happening, and these things skyrocket, and it's skyball into something uncontrollable. It is just ridiculous.
Super, but let me put you on the spot. You are a generation ahead of these folks. Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido. If you are to choose one of the music of these artists, which one would you choose?
Hey, you. Yes, you. Stop scrolling. In fact, stop whatever you are doing and come closer. Do you live abroad? Do you send money to Niger? Then you need to hear this. You can now send money to Niger at 0 transfer fees. Use the promo code on your screen to receive cash back on your first qualifying transaction.
Wow. Wow. I have my favorite songs from all of them. But my own, if I must be put on a spot to say something, I think Burna is on the top of the game right now.
In terms of talent, artistry, and delivery.
Artistry, like I said earlier, different people have different styles. You understand what I'm saying? So it's on every artist. Now the artist be the team. So there's nothing like say this one sing pass or this one.
But Burna is
every entertainer, arts, anyone will be. It's an individual one. Each song is a different thing. You understand what I'm saying? If artists paint this painting now, the next painting we go paint is different from this one. So that's how I see it. And different people have different tastes of what they want, what they like. But me, I'm going into a general aspect of this. I don't know their bank accounts. I don't have any information about their personal successes or all that. I don't have that. So I can't speak on that. But from what I can measure from at least common sense and understanding of the music world, I think right now Burna is at the top of this chain. Not just in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world. It's on that, you know. But everybody's doing fantastically well.
As a legend in the industry, Tuface.
There's a whole lot of them that are doing very, very well.
What would you say to some of these artists who you see are bickering and you see outright going after each other? They literally going after each other, and those who think, why are they fighting? Why would Davido be going after Wizkid? Why Wizkid going after Davido? What is that? I mean, what would you say to them?
It's exciting, you know. Sometimes it's actually, sometimes a marketing stunt.
So it may not be real.
Yeah, sometimes, But like I said, I don't have the personal information. I don't have the facts about what has transpired or not transpired. But one thing I know is these things are just part of excitement, entertainment, keep the frenzy going on, keep the camps.
What would you say is your best?
Some people, they capitalize on our music and make more money. And some people, personal grievances, just like that. You can't pinpoint the exact reason why people do these things sometimes. So, but for me, man, as long as they keep it peaceful, as long as they keep it healthy, it's fine.
Let me ask you, what would you or who would you say is your biggest or greatest music collaboration or partnership?
Wow.
Or should I put it into two? A man or a woman?
I'm actually thinking about this thing. But I think so far for me, it will be my song with Nice. Street Credibility.
Wow.
And then the one I did with Jimmy Jad. I think those are my favorite
collaborations
I've done. Yeah.
In the generation of present younger, especially the women. Oh, don't let me push you to the corner. Who would you say in the younger generation of music artists now that you would like to collaborate with presently?
Wow. There are plenty. I didn't watch TV these days, man. I'm like, yo, what be this? So many talent, so many amazing talent out there. You can tell which one is going to last. You can tell which one is
going to fizzle out in
the next. And you can tell the ones that actually taking the business serious. And you can tell the ones that are just using it as a side hustle. I don't know many names these days. We don't the old small.
But I mean, there must be one person that you have seen recently, a younger one that you think that I would like do one song with this guy or this girl. Who would that be?
I'll go Era Star.
Era Star.
She is her vocals, her stage performance. She's the total package. On stage, she sounds amazing. And her attitude and everything. She's got it. And I see her going very, very far.
Are we to expect to see more Tuface doing live music? For those of us who love live music, I love. I could pay all my earnings in life to watch a live music. I love live music.
That is it for me.
With your band and and the guitar and the drums and everything behind you and playing live music.
As a matter of fact, that is one of my main missions this year. Me and my people.
Yankee Entertainment.
We've started how do I put it? Putting together something in these lines. Live music.
That'll be good.
Serious live music. And I'm going to be having guests.
I could jump on the plane to wherever city
I'm going to be having a few of my colleagues to come and bless the live stage.
Fantastic.
So because for me, that's where the real music happens.
Yeah.
You control all the elements, and then you'll be able to. The people they're able to actually listen to you and understand where they come from with whatever music what you do. So the live motion is alive and kicking. So we will not go. We will retire from the jump from one stage. But the music will never stop.
Do you have any music, any EP coming up soon?
Yes.
Okay. Which one is that?
Born Again.
Oh.
Yes. So
Born Again.
Yes.
Is that the story of Tuface or is it just a song?
It's a compilation of different songs that at the end of the day, you will understand why I'm saying Born Again. Yeah.
When is this supposed to drop?
April. Yes.
Wow, we'll be looking forward to that.
No,
do you have collaborations on that?
I have no collaborations.
It's just purely
Yes.
Tuface
Yes.
all the way.
Yes.
I think
I want to bring it out first, then I'll start doing collaboration.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can anchor on this note. You once said that criminals have hijacked Nigeria and the Nigerian system is a total joke. Do you still stand on that statement, or have you withdrawn it?
Okay. I still stand by the statement. It's crazy how things are happening right now. And then you can't pinpoint one person. You understand what I'm saying? There is, how do I describe this thing now? You know that something is wrong. Everybody they hide behind president. If GPO for one place, for Oshun, do something, collect bribe or do something, everybody hide behind. Natinibu na Nkosa. That is how it has been, day in, day out. All our politicians, they hide behind one cover. You know. But like I said about engaging the youths and sensitizing them to understand this thing, they get House of Reps, they get senators, where they represent them. I think people should start demanding accountability from that level, from local government chairman, from councillor, from House of Rep person. Make everybody say, hold everybody accountable.
Because you think that the nation has been hijacked by these corrupt politicians.
Yes, and I think if it happens like gradually, majority of the people will handle stuff that has to do with service to community, service to the nation. We not wipe out corruption totally. There's no, I don't think there's anywhere in this world where one or two small, but at least let us build, let us grow. Let us make our institutions stronger.
Do you think, Tuface, that 2020...
We just have people that are powerful. We don't have institutions that are powerful.
Do you think that the 2027 elections will be free and fair?
It should be.
But do you trust the system enough to deliver a free and fair election?
So that is a responsibility of all of us now, to put our eye down. You understand what I'm saying? To put our eye down and at least try, make everybody cooperate. We don't need to go street to go protest. Make that this kind of action, make that there the protest they take place. Make everybody stay there, count the thing well. Make wherever you did, just put eye for this thing. You know, and I think we would have something close.
Yeah.
Something close. It can never be perfect, but we have something good. At least we'll have a reasonable good result.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Politics is it's not easy to represent people. It's not easy at all. You know.
Let me ask you, do you have any regrets in life?
Of course, there's a whole lot of stuff that I wish didn't go the way they went.
Like what?
Plenty. You want to set me up?
I have regrets.
Plenty.
Yeah, I have regrets that I can name them. Yeah, but I mean, that's how life is. When we introspect and look back on the errors and the mistakes and things that have happened in our lives, you know, sometimes it's helped us to be better people.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing that you wish you could correct, what would that be?
Wow. Let me say, I wish I will get serious business knowledge from beginning. I wish that I was given a manual on how to operate famous. I forget manual way for teach me how to
manage your fame and and popularity.
Because I've been an open book. And I think it's been a good thing for me, but at the same time it's hurting me gradually. Like, you know, I did very open. I did very plain. I know they hide my story. I'm too. Everybody knows. Everybody knows what's up with me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You know, I've been. But now, if I go start to the. I go start the vex small. I go start to the vex small.
Tuface.
But all in all, I thank God for everything.
Your journey has been incredible. A living legend that you are. You're one of the most talented Nigerians in your sector, and you've stood out as a very phenomenal artist.
Thank you.
And congratulations again. It's a pleasure having you on the Mycom podcast.
My pleasure, bro.
Innocent Idibia, Tuface Idibia. Thanks so much indeed. It's a pleasure
Bless
having
you,
you.
my brother. Thank you so much. Bless you.
Well, and that is our conversation with Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Baba Tuface. Well, you've heard the story behind the popularity and the fame, and the legend himself has spoken about his private life, his thought about politics, the business of music, and the future. There are lots to expect from Tuface in the coming weeks. But that's it on the today's...
But I want, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. You were going to say... You wanted to add?
So, recently, like I said earlier, I said self-appointment. So I appoint myself as Nigerian ambassador to everywhere.
Yeah.
I also want to make this statement, for Nigerian people, I know there's been so many stories that are not too nice about the Nigerian military, about how then they beat people unnecessarily, but there's so many other good things, that they stand for. And I want us to start encouraging them in that light. So if you see any Nigerian military person, just go tell us, say, thank you for your service. Talk and twice.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Good.
Good. We start to gradually they encourage our people.
Fantastic.
We try to physically they engage with our people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
you so much.
Put that out there.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tuface. Well, I'll see you next time, everyone. It's been our conversation with Tubaba. I'm Sean Akimale. I'll see you next time. Bless Nigeria.
Thank you for joining us on this edition of Mycon Podcast with Seun Okimbaloi. Mycon Podcast for the independent mind.